Hello everyone, Steve Porter here. I'm actually in Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom. I once worked here long ago, and in fact I worked on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. And if you don't know, on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, you can become a Galactic hero, which means you max out the gun with 999,999. It's the total amount of points you can get, the most amount. But there are a few tips and tricks in getting that score. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that by kind of pointing them out while we ride the ride. So stay tuned. Okay, so we boarded the ride vehicle. The first thing I do is I sit on the left-hand side. It's much easier to hit the top targets from that side. Of course, I grab the gun with my dominant hand and the lever that controls the ride vehicle with my non-dominant hand. You will need to use that lever to position yourself because the ride vehicle constantly turns you away from some of these top targets. As we come around the turn here, you're going to see the orange robot. You're going to hit his inside left hand, or his palm, essentially. That's worth 100,000 points. It's easily the most important target in this ride. So you can, I have 200,000 right out the gate, 300,000. I actually get up to 500,000 right from this one target. So I'm halfway to Galactic Hero just from that very first target. After I do that, I turn the ride vehicle and I hit this target up on the ceiling right there, and that's worth another 100,000 points. So I can usually hit that target about once or twice depending on my accuracy. I'm up to 700,000 right from that very first room. Then this next room, you're gonna look right there. I'm pointing out the top of the volcano, and that's worth 25,000 points. I call this room the volcano room because it's the only target that's worth any of your time or energy. There's just a ton going on in here, but really not a lot of these targets are worth a ton of points. It's really just a focus on that top of the volcano. I can usually hit that target about 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. About 100,000 points with this room. I actually only hit it, I think, 3 times in here, so I get 75,000. So I'm up to, or maybe I hit it a couple more times. I'm not sure. I think you're gonna hit that. If you get 100,000 from that room, that's good. Then I give myself a little break there with my hands because my thumb was getting tired. And then coming around this turn, you're gonna hit the bottom of Zurg's ship right here. And it's kind of hard to see right now, but as we get closer, there's that light that's just going up and down and up and down. And it's right at the very bottom of the Z. So you're going to hit that Z and get another 100,000 points. That's a very important target to hit. You will have to really mess with the lever that controls your ride vehicle in here because it constantly wants to pull you away from that top target. But there we go. Galactic Hero, 999,999. Do my little celebration. But yeah, that's how I get Galactic Hero. There are a couple targets coming up soon that I'll point out that are worth trying to hit, but I either have a really hard time hitting them or they're just not worth that much point value-wise. So as Charles zooms in on my top score, and then we're going to come to the tunnel room. So here we go. This Zurg ship kind of bounces back and forth, so he stops, and then it comes over to the other side and stops again right there. Right when the ship stops, that's when you're going to want to try to hit somewhere around that ship. It's really hard to see the target. I've only maybe hit it 5 times ever. It's definitely not easy. I think it's worth 25,000 points, but it's, like I said, it rarely ever happens to me, so I never see that point value. And then coming up is the picture room where you get your picture taken. So here I'm doing kind of a funny pose. I think if the bottom target's worth a decent amount, but it's not like 100,000 or anything. So I usually, if I haven't gotten Galactic Hero by then, I usually give up, unfortunately. But there we go. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys get a Galactic Hero score on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I love this ride, and I hope you guys too. So next time you're in the Magic Kingdom and you want to get that score, I hope you use those tricks. I hope they're helpful. Another thing I don't want to forget to mention is while you're riding the ride, a lot of people have a hard time aiming correctly. So just aim above in the very first room. If you have a hard time, aim above at the ceiling and then work your laser down to the target. That way you can figure out, because there's a million red dots in there, and that's always a good way. I just wanted to mention that it's always a good way to figure out which dot is your dot. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thanks again.